Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jack from CasinoIncomeAcademy.com. So this is a special request video. Several of our students, I heard from them over the weekend, and then they sent me an email, I guess it was earlier this morning. These are people that are keeping in touch with me with their results and the rotation that they're using. And before I go into the demo, let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So these are three students that had purchased the 410 project, which is our latest craps course, with the best systems that are using the 4 and the 10 and the 7. People are absolutely killing it right now, and I knew they would be, because remember, this was a special project for somebody else that paid us to review and test all of our systems and all the other systems that are out there that use the 4 and 10. So I knew that by getting this out to more people, this was going to be a home run. So the success of this has been tremendous. There's about 6 or 7 strategies in here. Now, what these students are doing is they're combining these strategies with the strategies in our prior course called AI Bubble Craps Blueprint. And they are mixing and matching these strategies into rotations that they're playing in Bubble Craps as well as in traditional. And they're sending me their logs, and needless to say, they are killing it. So they're using systems from both of these, AI Bubble Craps Blueprint and this latest 410 project. So they reached out, and it was kind of funny. They're not connected to each other, these people, but they asked me about my thoughts on a Wayland video that just came out. This video, which is the DC68, okay? I have shown this in the past, but I think that these people probably haven't seen it. I love the DC68. We've been playing variations of this for years. So the fact that Wayland is showing it on his channel and doing similar things, there's a lot of things we do that Wayland does, and a lot of things Wayland does that we've been doing for a long time, because guess what? Like minds think in the right way, and we love Wayland. So here we go. So definitely go over and watch Wayland's version of this. Wayland's Way Craps with Alicia is the name of the channel. Watch the DC68. It just came out. And the reason they were asking me is they want me, they want to know if well, first they didn't know that I'd shown it before, which I definitely have. And they wanted to know if I played it on Bubble Craps. And the answer is 100% yes, multiple times. So we're going to go ahead and show you this at a Bubble Craps level, since he did it at a higher level. I think he was doing $30 6, $30 8, and a $60 DC bet. So we're not going to use crapsy rolls. I'm going to actually roll. And sometimes, well, I should say one person was annoyed that I do this. Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't say you're using a simulator and the results aren't accurate, and then when I want to use real rolls, somebody says they're annoyed. Well, too damn bad. Here we go. All right, 6 and 4, that's a 10, so that's going to be the point.
10 easy.
All right. So when we use the DC, the point has to be out there, right? So the way this one works, which is different than some of the other systems that we show you, is that we're not going to put money out here until the DC moves on this one, all right? Until the DC. Oh, actually, wait a minute. That is not true. This one we are going to put money out. Okay, we are. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. So, yeah, this one I think we are going to put money out at the same time as the DC coming out. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing in his video as well. You know what? I'm going to stop the video for 1 second so that I don't screw you guys up from what Wayland was showing. Let me make sure he's doing it the way I do it. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Wanted to make sure I was showing it the same way his video did, because it would have screwed people up. So yes, we are going out on the 6 and 8 when we are doing the DC bet. So I think what I'm going to do now, let me just show you this. Okay, you can dummy this thing all the way down. All right, you can do whatever your minimum bet is on your electronic. Now, let me explain something to you. On bubble craps, you can't get the dice to move to get this out, the puck out, without having a bet. If that is the case, that you're playing the straight bubble craps, not the roll to win or the one where other people are using the same two set of big giant dice, on those you can wait for the puck to move. But if you're going to use the standard bubble craps to play this, you're going to have to put a bet out to hit the button to get the dice to move. So what I suggest is simply to put the minimum bet on a lay 4, okay? If it's a bubble crap situation. And then you're going to remove that lay bet once the puck moves out here. You're going to remove it. And you can do this at any level. You can do this at a $4 DC bet like this, right? And then a $2 6 and 8 like this, right? That's probably about as low as you can get because these need to really equal out to whatever your DC bet is. That's kind of the way that this is played, the basic structure. I mean, you don't have to do that, but that's the way it normally is played. So we can play it all the way dummy down with a tiny bankroll at a $4 DC and a $2 and a $2 6 and 8. All right. Or we can do that a little differently. So what we'll do is, let me take these down. We're going to do this as a $6. And again, you can play with this as long as these two bets equal whatever that is. So we're going to do this at a $3, because I know that these guys probably, this is the level of the bubble craps they probably like to screw around with. All right, so we're going to use a $6 DC and a 3 and 3. Now, this first bet is where you're taking most of your risk. Because if a 7 comes out now, you have no DC protection, no dark side protection. You're going to lose this 6 and this 6. Once this comes out, things change. And here we go. So let's roll. All right, that's a 6 and 4. So that is the point, not that we care with this system.
10 winner.
So that the DC does get out. And we have to make sure these bets always have to be working, right? They have to be working. So make sure if you're playing this live with the bigger money or on bubble craps that you must turn these bets on. These bets must be turned on. All right, so this is the setup that you want, right? If a 7 comes up, it's basically close to a break even. You're going to lose this and you're going to make this. Right? So it's basically a break even. There may be a little bit of a VIG or whatever nonsense, but for the most part, this is basically a break even. What do we really want to happen? Well, we want 6s and 8s to be rolled. This is a 6-8 strategy that happens to have a hedge. That's all it is. Okay? It's real simple. So now let's see if we can get some 6s and 8s. So here we go. All right, that's a 3, and I'm not going to register it unless it's the point number or it hurts or helps us to keep it rolling. All right? Okay, that does hurt us. That's a 6 and a 4. We're going to lose this bet. So 6 and 4.
10 easy.
So we're going to get knocked off our DC, right? So we're going to go right back out. Now, you're going to say to me, am I going to ladder up? It's the first shot. We're only down $6. As I always tell you, there's no hard, fast rule with laddering. I'm not going to ladder up right now. I'll make it back and I'll be patient. Now, if we lose again very quickly, then I'll ladder up. So I just replace the $6. All right, 4 and 5 is 9. So this is going to move to the 9.
Nina.
All right, that's moving to the 9. And here we go. All right, So that's going to be a 3-3, which is a 3 and a 3, a 6. So we are going to get paid. So that's a hard 6.
6 hard.
Right? And we made $3.50 on our $3 bet. We just popped that in and we're good to go. And now we're only down $2.50. All right, that's a 617. So what's going to happen is we're going to lose these, but we're going to get paid here. And remember, for this shooter, we already made $3.50. So the beauty of it is this hedge is in place and we did get paid already for one of the 6s. So that's kind of what you're looking. Obviously, you want a bunch more 6s and 8s.
7 out.
All right. So it's a break even, but we already made $3.50. So now we have to reset, right? 5 and 4 is 9. So the point is going to be a 9, which triggers us to be able to make our bet. So we're going to go back out with the $3 bets and the $6 DC bet. Here we go. All right, 6 and 2 is 8. So that's great. So watch what happens. This is going to move behind the 8, but we're automatically going to get paid because we have the $3 on the 8. So that's a great scenario. Watch this.
8 easy.
Okay, moves behind the 8. We got paid another $3.50, and now we're up. And by the way, just in case I forget to tell you, if I'm playing at this $6 and $3 level, I'm probably pulling tickets every $25 or so. Just so you know, because a lot of people ask, what would I do? I'm going to make $20, $25, pull a ticket, $20, $25, pull a ticket, and restart. Now, you're asking me, this moved behind one of the two numbers we had money on. Do we do anything? No. The only thing that this changes is that if we get knocked off the 8 here with the DC bet, it's not going to be a full $6 loss because we're going to make money on this 3. Okay? On the 3 that's here on the plus side, on the light side. No big deal. Here we go. All right, 516. Fantastic. So we're going to get paid again.
6 easy.
Right here. That's another $3.50. We're up $4.50. Let's keep rolling. 437. Okay, so here's the 7 again. We're going to lose this, but we're going to make this. Right? So again, it's basically a break even. No big deal.
7 out.
So you can see how fantastic that hedge works. All right, 549. So the point is going to be a 9.
Nina.
And we can go back out. Whoops, it's not going to let me do that. Because that is too easy. All right, because we didn't have a bet out. And then we're just going to go right back out like that. And here we go. Here we go. Whoops, off the table. Sorry, guys. All right. That is a 426, 426, 426.
Easy 6.
So now the DC does travel behind the 6 this time, and we got paid for the 6. That's another $3.50. We're up $8. Here we go. All right, 437, instant 7. But again, we made money. So you understand, I love strategies that are like this.
7 out.
Because we still hit the 6 prior to that with the $3.50. So it's just a reset. 639. And we'll try to go a little faster now to get as many results in as we can. All right, so we're going to go back out again. And by the way, we haven't even laddered once. That doesn't mean we're not going to ladder. But we haven't laddered yet. Whoop. Do it again. All right, 213. That's an instant win. So when you're in the DC, the 7 and 11, it's going to be an instant loss. But when we get a 3 like that, we're going to instantly win. So we immediately made $6 here. And that makes up for the times that we end up getting crushed here with the 7 and 11. And it does happen, and you will probably see it. All right, so we're up 14. We're getting to where I would start to look at pulling a ticket. 6, 4, 10. So it's going to move to the 10.
10 easy.
All right. And here we go. 3, 1, 4. That doesn't do anything. We don't have a 4. 5, 2, 7 out. So we didn't hit the 6 or the 8, but we're still going to break even again with our hedge. That's a 5 and a 2, and it's another restart. No big
7
deal,
out.
right? So we've got to get our point number. That's not a point. That's a 6-1, but that saves us from not being in the DC when it happens. That's for sure. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8.
8 easy.
All right. We're going to go right back out. 8 is the point. Not that we really care. And here we go. 5, 3, 8. So there you go. There you go. 5, 3, 8.
Winner 8.
We win instantly. Another 350. And we now have the DC move behind the 8. So let's see if we can hit that 6. 7-1 out. So that's going to be another 7-1 out. But this time, we're going to lose the 6, and we're going to make the 6 again, right? So that is going to be another break even.
7 winner.
We don't lose anything, but we had already made, I think we'd made money on that one with the 350, I think. Oh yeah, we had to, because it was on the 8. So we're at 1750, and we're just chugging along here. 4, 2, 6, 4, 2.
6 easy.
And we're going to go right back out with our $3 bets and our $6 DC. Whoop. Man, I am just throwing these dice all over the place. Let me try it again. All right. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. So we're going to make money again. 6, 2, 8.
8 easy.
Right? We made another 350, and there's our 21. So like I said, if I'm playing at this level on the electronic, any of the versions of the electronic, I'm looking for around $25 or so. And it's not an exact science. If I struggled during this session, and if I did have to ladder a bunch of times, or it was a real problem, I may pull that 21 ticket right now. Just so you know. All right, here we go. All right, that's a 5 and a 1 for 6. That's another win. 5, 1, 6.
Winner 6.
That's another 350, and there you go. So I would really pull a ticket here, okay? So somewhere right around here. So let's go ahead and play this out. And yes, the point is that was the point. It came off. So you got to make sure, again, that these are working bets. Working bets. As long as you have your DC move, these have to be working bets. All right, here we go. All right, 5, 1, 6.
$6 easy.
Another 350. You're at $28, and we'll just play this out. All right, 5, 2, 7. So that's going to be another one of those break evens because of the hedge.
7 out.
All right. So I think you guys get the idea. And I'd be pulling a ticket there. So remember, you can do this at any level. Go watch Waylon's video over here, right? Waylon's Way Craps with Alicia. And you can see him play it with on the big boy table for a $60 DC and a $30 6 and 8. So this can be played at any level. This is a great one for bubble craps. This is a great one for the roll to win tables. And you can play this with any size bankroll, because even here, and again, let me see if I can show you. Look at the report here. We barely dipped. We only dipped $6 when we had that one losing scenario. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can't dip way lower than that. But if you put in $300 I would say, because I never put less than $300 in the machine. I don't care what I'm doing. Even at a small level, I just feel more comfortable. $300 is way more than enough at the bubble crap style level if you're going to play at the level. Why is that not going away? At the level that we were playing, the 3, 3, and the 6. Now, remember, you can slightly edge this up. You can do 4, 4, and 8. You can do 5, 5, and 10, right? But the moral of the story is the win target is the key. Keep your win targets very small. Keep pulling tickets. Now, if you're at the big boy table, I would say it's even more important to be satisfied, right? Even more important. If you're playing with the bigger money and you're up $100, $125, $150, walk away. Come back another day. Come back later in the day for another session. But grab those wins when they're there. Don't just play and play and play and play. Don't keep putting your foot in the shark tank, as I say. All right, so I hope you guys are happy. I did the DC68 for you. Keep up the good work. Keep sending me those logs showing how you're doing with the 410 project and AI Bubble Craps Blueprint. The combination of the systems for those two is freaking deadly for the casino if you're rotating the systems very quickly. Rotate the systems. Keep track of it and rotate systems. That is one of the most unbelievable keys that we have found when using the toolbox mentality. So that's the story, guys. Have a great day. Go visit Waylon's channel, and we will see you on the inside of Casino Income Academy.